YouTube and welcome to another video. Today we're doing a my scene video. We haven't done a my scene video in a hot second, but we're doing one now and I'll tell you why right away. So 4 years ago I made this video, how expensive are my scene dolls? Now this was sort of a sequel to an even older video of mine, why are Winx dolls so expensive? And I just recently, like a month ago at the time of recording this video, got this comment on it. Which inspired this video. Oh my lord, the fact that this was just 3 years ago and the my scene doll market changed that much. Anything under $100 is insane, and now only a small 3 years later, they're all almost $200. This is crazy. You can't find any dolls in box now anymore for the prices you are finding them in this video. This says 3 years ago. I'm assuming this video just hit 4 years just before they commented. Yeah, this was filmed in May of 2021. And I actually responded. The original commenter is Androx933 or And0x933, but I think it's Androx. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this. And I replied, oh my god, good to know. I haven't checked in a while. Maybe I should do an update. So I decided I should. If you want to check out my other older video, you should, and you could, and you can. But yeah, basically at this time, getting my scene dolls, the prices fluctuated a lot, but it was possible to find a doll for $50, $30, and there were some that were really expensive. You can see that $70 was a perfectly reasonable, plausible price. But I did find some dolls in this video as well that were like 32 that you can see here, but also on the other end of the spectrum there were some really expensive dolls as well. Like you can see, the swapping style dolls is 500 here. I also wanted to point out, and here you can see the Masquerade Madness doll that is 800 pounds, not even dollars. I also wanted to point out this comment by Purple World, which says that actually the reason why the older dolls are cheaper is that they were made for everyone in the world, and because of that there are a lot of them. The dolls from the reboot with the new faces are more expensive because a lot of them were in the UK, Latin America, and in the end, from like 2008 to 2011, when the dolls were out of production, they were made exclusively for Europe because Mattel really had a rough time when they changed the faces. The lawsuits happened and they had the idea to discontinue them. So they made them exclusive to some parts of the planet, but that didn't happen until 2011. So yeah, I didn't know this, and in this video I said that the newer face molds are just more popular and that's why the newer ones are more expensive. But yeah, it's very uncommon for me as a European who lives in Estonia to be in the part of the world where some dolls are exclusive to. But apparently that happened to my scene, because I remember these more exclusive newer dolls very well from my childhood, and they were being sold here. I do think that the newer face screenings, not face molds actually, the screenings are more popular as well. So it might be a combination of those two things. Another thing that I noticed in this video, that I have noticed now when making these different market type videos, I have a lot of them, but most of them are on Winx Club. And another thing that I noticed was that the difference between in-box dolls and out-of-box dolls isn't as stark as you would think. And oftentimes, if it is a really popular doll, then the out-of-box doll, if it's in good condition, will cost just as much as the in-box doll. So that was something that has always sort of surprised me, even though I have come across that fact several times now. So I wanted to know what is the my scene market like now, and today we will go to eBay. And find out, and then we will speculate a little bit on what happened. My scene dolls have always been really expensive for me because most of the listings on eBay are from America, and even though the other commenter, Purple World, said that a lot of the dolls were exclusive to Europe, they don't come up in the resale market in Europe that much. I see them being resold from Mexico a lot in some of the Facebook groups I am, but also America. And then that means that for me, shipping is really, really high and I just don't deal with it. So I haven't gotten a mycene doll from online anywhere. I have gotten some mycene dolls in the recent years, but we will check out if the prices and the market really has changed that much. First off, we have the Jamming in Jamaica doll. This one comes with extra fashions, so very unique. This one is actually from Germany. I was just complaining about having nothing in Europe, but this one does actually come from Germany, but is too expensive for me personally. But this is a well-beloved line. I feel like all of the movie lines were well-beloved, but let's keep scrolling. Here we have Kennedy, the Adidas collab, which I remember being sold here actually, but this one is from the States as well. And it's $100, which is a lot. And here we also have the Vespa set with Chelsea, which is also $100. But again, this is a really big set, I feel. Like, this has the Vespa, this has the doll, so I feel like this price isn't like shocking to me. And then we have this Barbie. This is like the very first Barbie, I'm pretty sure. The box has been, there's a lot of box damage. There might also be sun damage to the doll in this case, because the box is so badly bleached. So I would personally be really hesitant to buy it. But it is only $50, so it isn't impossible to find stuff for like $50. Here we have another Barbie. This is the Wave 2 variant and it's $54. We do see that the older variants are cheaper, but that was always the case. Then we have mycene Goes to Hollywood Chelsea. This one is pretty expensive, 140 euros. Again, from Germany. Is it the same seller we had before? No, it's not. But again, mycene Goes to Hollywood to me is such an iconic line. It's one of my dream lines, especially with the clothes and everything. And it just looks so amazing. So I'm not surprised at this price. It might have been a little bit cheaper 4 years ago, but again, I don't have the exact doll-to-doll comparison, so it is a little bit hard to compare. But overall, I'm not super shocked at this price. Here we have Cafe Chic Kennedy, which is £125, which is quite expensive. Then we have the Mall Maniacs Claire's Barbie. She is $79. She's basically $80. They have done this thing where they keep the original price. So let's see how much they're like. Okay, they're not scamming us because stuff does change value. But yeah, it was $15 originally. Damn. Yeah, I love the Mall Maniacs line. I remember we had a Mall Maniacs Nolly that stood in stock in Tartu for years and I didn't get it and I regret it. Okay, here we have a direct doll-to-doll comparison. 4 years ago, the Barbie My Bling Bling doll was $120 on eBay. And now it's $275, which is a big jump. And then we have Mattel Swapping Styles Kennedy. This is also one of my favorite lines, one of the ones I would like, but I would like the older version with Barbie. I just don't like Kennedy personally. Here we have Right in the Park doll. It's listed as. Oh, here we have this Rebel Style Chelsea. Now this I remember we also had in my old video. So we can have another direct comparison. Yeah, this used to be $44 and now it is £125. It is shipping from a completely different place in Europe this time, but the price has more than doubled. I think this is like a Wave 3 Chelsea, still relatively old, but Wave 2 or Wave 3 for $99. And Wave 2 Barbie that we also already looked at. There we have the Night Out on Town packs with different prices. Another Barbie. I think this is Wave 3, 85. 85 seems to be like an interesting price point. Shipping for me is insane. Then we have mycene Goes to Hollywood, which again, pretty expensive, but I think a very beloved line. By the way, I'm gonna show you something. There is an Estonian sales site that has been selling this same doll. Oh wow, this listing is actually new and I should have a look at this listing. Oh my god. See, this is why you should look at your local sites. I love this person's collection. Oh, never mind about buying stuff. I want to be their friend. This doll is in a great condition. Oh, now I want to check out all of the other stuff that they have. Oh, this is great. Anyways, if you see me doing a next video on this, well then, yeah. But I wanted to show you actually that someone's selling the My Scene Goes to Hollywood Barbie for $26, but she doesn't even have her original clothes anymore. I do think she does have like her secondary outfit. Yeah, this is her secondary outfit. So she does have some of her original clothes, and she does have the little DVD, which is kind of impressive, and the shoes, which is fun, which is 26, and I think that's too much even for like cheap shipping in Estonia. There's also this Fab Faces Madison that I've been looking at. She does have her original dress, but she seems to be broken, and they want 50 euros for that, and I think that's amazing. And they've added the earrings, which I don't think helps. Back to eBay, we have My Scene Kennedy Hollywood Bling. I think we had Hollywood Bling in my other video as well. Oh wait, we actually have the Cafe Chic Kennedy here, who I think we sold. Yeah, we sold her here. So she's 125 pounds in this video, and in the old one she was 75. So yeah, that price has gone up as well. I think it has pretty much doubled because the difference between pounds and dollars is quite sharp. So that price has doubled as well. But let's go back to the Hollywood Bling line. I couldn't find it in the video. Here's Germany and Jamaica Madison for under 180. This is one of my dream dolls. The Miami Getaway Delancey, not because of the Vespa, I could not care less about the Vespa, but because of her hair. Okay, her bangs look really messy here, but I love blonde Delanceys. I think I mentioned it in my other video as well. Here's the new My Scene doll. I am not a big fan of these really childish face prints. Here's the My Design Barbie. This one is really expensive, considering she doesn't have her clothes, she doesn't have like extra stuff, and she's pretty nude. I mean, she's not nude, but she has her original clothes and everything, but her outfit is so minimalistic. So to charge that much for it feels a little bit much. I love this Nolly as well. This Nolly is one of my favorites, the Sephora Nolly. I love her outfit. She reminds me of Sophia Nygaard. Does anyone else get that vibe somehow? Maybe because I think Sophia has said that she likes Sephora. But yeah, anyways, I love this doll, one of my favorites. Birthday doll, Chelsea, Miami Getaway Barbie, 2003 Chelsea. We have more of the Adidas dolls. This, I feel like, has also been pretty expensive historically, so it's really cool. It has the roller girls gimmick. She moves. She's also one of my favorite lines. I am realizing I'm saying that about a lot of lines, but I love a lot of the My Scene lines. This one comes with a hair twister. I had one of those things as a child. It did not work. Mixing it VHS tape. Love it. My friend had Madison from this line, and yeah, this one is 99 euros from Germany as well. There are a lot of German sellers I'm finding. Yeah, this is the Nolly I used to see all the time in Tartu, and I regret not buying her. Wow, this is an entire collection, is it? It says collection. Oh yeah, it has the entire Roller Girls line. I love their face molds and like the print and the screening and makeup and everything. The way they are slightly open-mouthed, I think they look so glamorous somehow. I absolutely love it. But yeah, this is expensive, but it is for 1, 2, 3, 4 dolls. So 700 divided by 4 is 175. Still expensive actually. Juicy Bling Kennedy with super long hair. 125. Yeah, I feel like the Rebel styles definitely weren't as expensive. The original OG line is still the cheapest, and the My Bling Bling is still the most expensive one, 429. Yeah, Madison at the time was 109, which feels really cheap now. I got this Chelsea. I got such a good deal on her. She is $95 here. Nolly Goes to Hollywood, $229. The Lancy Street Suite. Here's the original Barbie in a slightly better box. She's $72. Here's the street art line, which is the first line I ever owned. Here's another lot. Wow, 1,000. This isn't even such a cool deal. Like if you divide it, like I get it's the whole lot, but this feels like quite a rare line because I don't immediately recognize it. Like, oh yeah, this is this line. I feel like this might be one of the rarer lines because I haven't seen it that much. My Bling Bling Madison, 2075. We have a direct comparison. She was 109 in our last video. Here she's 250. Swap in Styles Chelsea were for 165. Fab Faces Madison. See, I really want the Fab Faces dolls, but even in this, her face looks so shiny. I'm worried that this sort of rubbery material has deteriorated over time and she would just like crumble apart or something. I think this is such a cool gimmick, but I'm not sure how the materials have stood this test of time. I know some people find them creepy. I absolutely love them. So I would love a Fab Faces doll, but I'm still worried that even if I splurge and got them, it would be really expensive. I feel like this we also saw in my last video, this friendship line. Yep, it was 95 back then and it's 299 now. So yeah, the prices have definitely gone up. And here's the new Barbie signature, my single. She's 45, but of course she should be cheaper because she is currently being sold, or like at least she was very recently being sold. She never made it here. Why are they selling 3 of them at once? Like, what is the point? Oh, I remember seeing this one as well. This one is really creepy and I don't personally like it, but I remember seeing it. So what did it cost then? Oh, it costed $250 back then, and nowadays it costs $275. So this actually hasn't gone up that much, which is interesting. But I don't know. Let me know, do you like this doll? Because I personally don't. I love how all these people are like rare, vintage, original, 20. There are quite a lot. There are quite a lot of listings. Like they aren't actually that rare. And there are like quite a lot of My Bling Bling listings. Like I feel My Bling Bling is one of my dream lines at least, but there are listings for it. Never seen this version. What an interesting doll. Oh, hanging out. Sorry, I keep going back to the Estonian listing, but just because like this hanging out Madison. Hey, I am such a fake fan. This listing is for the Ride in the Park Madison. And the hanging out Madison has the exact same clothes but different body. I thought that they had just rebodied her, but no, it's a different doll with the same outfit, which honestly makes this Estonian listing so much better for me and I want it even more. Rebel Style Wesley. I think Rebel Style looks so cool as well. This is unholy. I never liked this line to begin with, but to charge $99.99 for it, crazy. Let's go by sort by lowest first, just to see what we get. We get a lot of stuff that isn't actually in box. Okay, so the cheapest in box one that we can find is this Hudson Goes to Hollywood doll. Guys are always cheaper, like £38, and then we also have Bryant for 43, and then we actually have What's My Style Chelsea. This is a different version from the one I have, but it's 40. We have Hudson that's even cheaper, 27, and I guess it adds up the delivery, and for me that's more expensive. And then we have river, and then we have another river, and then we have, actually, wow, these old boys are cheaper than the newer girls, so that's interesting. Then we have the reproductions, and we have another Bryant, and another reproduction, and more Bryants. If you like my scene boys, you're in luck because they're cheap. Then we have this Chelsea again. Then we have this Barbie with sun damage for 50. So this is like the first sort of iconic line. Then we have a lot of these reproductions again, some fashion bags, again Bryant, again the reproductions. This my style, my scene. The pose is so weird. Masquerade Madness Hudson. If you want guys are easy to get for cheap. Then we have more of the reproductions, more of the guys, club birthday guys. Poor guys. If you sort by price lowest, you're just like sorting by guys first. Then we have the original Chelsea for 55. A Barbie for 70. The chilling out one, which were also quite cheap. I remember when I did my video years ago. Barbie for 54. Chelsea for 59. 68. I love that the reproductions keep coming up even as we keep going. Okay, this is, I feel like, a really good deal. The Club Birthday Barbie. I love her. I love the girls from the Club Birthday line. And okay, here we got somehow really expensive all of a sudden. Here we have the bike Barbie for 75. Again, Chelsea for 65. People are really asking different prices for the repros. We have a Flavors doll, interesting, 75. The Hanging Out Madison for 70. And the Snowboarding Girls. And the Date Night for 85. Okay, let's sort by highest first, because of my morbid curiosity. I feel like it isn't sorting properly, because I feel like I sold stuff way more expensive earlier. Like I sold this whole set that was 1,000. So I guess we can't really rely on the sorting function. But I feel like the higher numbers are in the 300 ranges for one of the dolls. So yeah, I feel like the higher prices are in the 300s, 200s. So what have we learned today? My commenter was right, and I'm not doing this video to like diss on them or disprove their comment or prove it. I was just really curious if that is really the case. And my scene doll prices have gone up a lot. A lot of them have doubled. A lot of them have more than doubled. But I would say that it's still perfectly possible to get my scene dolls for under 100 euros. Obviously, we're not talking about repros. The repros are its own thing, I feel, or like the reboot ones, the new re-releases. They're not really repros because they're not exactly the same as the old ones were, or they're not even like trying to be exactly the same. But I feel like you can still easily find my scene dolls for under 100, not counting for shipping. But shipping is different for everyone. Shipping inside US I think is cheaper, so if you are inside US it might be better for you. So why have these prices gone up so much? Well, some time has passed, but I don't think that's the main reason. I think the main reason is that Mattel re-released these dolls, and so people are having a lot of newfound nostalgia for them, but also I think a lot of the sellers are thinking that people are gonna have a lot of newfound nostalgia for them, and thinking that they can now sell the old versions for much more because people are interested again. And maybe there is more of an interest now as well, but probably a lot of that inflation is also artificial. People are trying to see if they can get more now that these newer My Scene dolls have been made, and that don't look as cool as the old ones, at least in my opinion. I think they look a little bit too cutesy. But that's that. But I think that is like the main reason why the prices have suddenly jumped. Although, like, I have looked at eBay every now and again, and I feel like these prices didn't shock me. So maybe the climb has been more subtle. But I do want to still say that the My Scene price jump might have something to do with these new dolls. I hope that Mattel keeps releasing some new collector's edition or signature mycene dolls every now and again, because even though I didn't like the first line, I would still like to see them. And I saw this really blurry image of Nolly and I seem to like her, so if I would see her somewhere I would probably get her. But now I'm gonna be thinking about getting that Madison from the Estonian side, because that felt like quite a good deal. So let me know if I should do that in the comments below. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, I do a lot of doll content. A lot of it is Winx Club related, but there's other kinds of doll content here as well. So check out some of my other videos. And if you have enjoyed this one, then please make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And I'll see you in another video. Bye!